Yo, 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 welcome back in, all you DPC rebels and resistant fighters. Drshane back with another Friday 5-minute magic tip. Hey, this one might go a little bit long today, or I might break it up into two parts. So I'll just have to see how it goes. Just giving you a heads up from the start. Uh, just want to talk to you a little bit today about transitioning or DPC, kind of a hot topic right now in the DPC world as more and more people want to move their traditional practice over to direct care. So there's a lot of talk about transition and how to do that. And we've talked about that a little before. So maybe read back through some of the videos and find some topics on that. But there's an article recently in Kevin MD by Dana Luan. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Dana Luan is a consultant that helps physicians transition into direct care models. She has an article called The Smart Way to Transition to Direct Care. Interesting articles, some good things in there for sure. Wanted to touch base on that about the hybrid. She talks a lot about hybrid models and not being afraid of the hybrid model. But I want to give you some definitions, the way I see things, I define things, and the way most people would see it in the direct care world. So hybrid, to me, is sort of in between concierge, traditional medicine, and DPC. So you got concierge, which is a high access fee, some large fee that you're paying. You continue to do insurance, copays, deductibles. So you're taking insurance, but you just have an access fee and less number of patients. And then your traditional, obviously, fee for service, you're just dealing with insurance only. There's no like access fee or extra fee. Direct primary care cuts out insurance altogether. So it's just direct membership. You don't deal with insurance at all, no copays, deductibles. And then there's hybrids, which some folks do, or some folks use to transition to a full direct care model. And hybrid would be, to me, you have some patients that are still on insurance plans, some patients are paying your membership. So it's not really a concierge type model where everybody's paying an excessive amount of money plus insurance. Hybrid is some of your patients are doing insurance and some of your patients are on a membership plan. So it's sort of a mix of DPC and traditional practice. That's what I see a hybrid as. So setting up that definition so you understand where I'm coming from. So in this article, it was talked a lot about using the hybrid to transition to direct primary care, which a lot of folks do. Seems to make a lot of sense to me. If you've been an established practice for 10 years, 20 years, you have thousands of patients, taking your time and transitioning over slowly, cutting out insurances over time to get to what I would call a pure DPC model, slowly doing away with insurance to get to a fully membership-based plan. That seems like a totally reasonable way to do to transition to direct primary care. Some people are afraid to just cold turkey stop. Hey, as of January 1, no more insurance. We're going to do straight membership model. Some people are afraid of that money loss, entrepreneur fears. There's a lot of things that they're very afraid of in that model to do it that way, and that's fine. The thing I would say is reading this article, it seems like some people want to just stay in this hybrid model, which is very confusing to me. If you wanted to do half your practice DPC and half of your practice insurance, seems very schizophrenic and confusing to me. So if you have an end date in mind, hybrid seems to make sense if you want to go that route. For some people to move slowly to a direct care model. Now, I will say, I would imagine if someone who's been in practice in the community for a long period of time, you have thousands of patients, you're doing quite well, to transition rapidly to DPC should be a pretty straightforward process. You should have several hundred patients follow you into the DPC and gain several hundred more as time goes by. So I don't think it's impossible to move cold turkey from traditional practice over to DPC. So let me just share a couple of benefits of of the hybrid model that I speak of, more of a transitioning type of hybrid where you're taking some insurances and have some membership. You're slowly, gradually trying to get over to direct care. So the benefits that I see would be obviously money. Um, DPC docs frequently looking for ways to make money while they build up their direct primary care practice. They're looking for moonlighting opportunities. But if you have your insurance where you're doing uh, continue to make some money, you would want to uh, easily do that. Take the insurance. You can make your make the money that you need. Don't have to moonlight. Um, so it's easy to limit the need of those resources to use. You have those money resources to live off of. So money makes sense, and that's why a lot of people do it that way. They want to continue to generate revenue. Um, Certainly, there's some concerns and pushbacks on that, which I'll get to. It does allow you more time to build up your DPC, learn the ropes, slowly get into the DPC, see what kind of problems and issues you might have. It's a slower pace, so instead of transitioning 400 people right off the bat to DPC, you can gradually do 20 a month or so over time. So it can allow you to build up your DPC practice slower and really fill it out and get the ropes, understand how things work. So that's definitely a benefit. Certainly can help folks not lose patients. So one of the biggest things that uh, transitioning from a larger practice to a deep direct primary care, doctors are always concerned about abandoning patients. Like, hey, I've got 3,000 patients and I'm going to cut it down to 500. That's a lot of people who aren't going to be able to see me, and that's tough for a physician to deal with. Um, and certainly hospital systems and the insurance companies and everybody in government bureaucrats, they're all counting on you to feel the pressure of not doing that. They want you to take as many patients as you can, even though it's driving you into the dirt. Your soul is leaving your body. Um, so we frequently say we can either take care of 500 patients really well, or we can take care of 2,500, 3,000 poorly. So you have to make that decision. It's not easy. Um, but if you do a hybrid, it will allow you to slowly uh, turn those patients over to a direct care model, give them some time to think about it, to test it out. So uh, it will slow the progression of losing patients potentially. At some point, though, the hammer is going to fall. The truth of the matter is. Finally, um, it may save you some money to start when you are just transitioning from a fully involved practice to direct primary care. You have your staff, you have everybody there. So all you need is a few brochures to explain, hey, we're offering this membership model. Don't really have to change your website that much or do a whole lot. So it may be pretty inexpensive uh, to do a hybrid to switch that over. Um, you know, then if you just cut, hey, starting in January 1, we're going straight DPC, you may have to do a whole new website, a whole new marketing campaign. It may be a lot more expensive in the beginning to just do cold turkey and convert over to DPC. That's a possibility. I'm not saying that it will be cheaper, but it could be a lot cheaper. So those are some benefits. I tell you what we'll do is to keep this thing on a slower pace and short. Let's go to a part 2 for next Friday about all the concerns I see with hybrid models, because that could be a pretty long list, and I want to try to keep you guys focused. So just went over some of the benefits. Let's get back next week and talk about hybrids again and talk about some of the concerns or things that really worry me about hybrid models, and why I didn't choose the hybrid model, and why I think it's difficult to do a hybrid model if you're really looking to do direct primary care. So hope this guys has been helpful for you guys. Have a great weekend. Looking forward to spending some time. I know this weekend for me. Now let's get back next week and I'll go with a part 2 on some concerns I have about the hybrid model. Till then, you guys have a